All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Good. So, what do you think about people in general? Are they kind? Trustworthy? Good-hearted? Or are they shallow? Naive? Lazy? What do you think of life in general? Is it easy? Is it hard? Is it exciting or boring? And what do you think it takes to achieve success? Hard work, sacrifice, paying your dues, schooling, apprenticeship, whatever it is, or luck? So, here's the deal to those three questions. Your answers reveal your beliefs. That's it. Well, isn't that generally the way we feel about beliefs? You got them, you're stuck with them, that's it. Failing to even consider how many beliefs were handed down to us, given over to us, shoved down our throats. And then, of course, we pick some up from experiences. We tend to form our own beliefs sometimes, occasionally. It happens. It's rare. And those we usually lump right in with the rest of them. Beliefs really are your thoughts about how life is, or should be, or could be. And then it's codified into rules. And these beliefs become the rules by which we live our lives. And they become rules that slip under the surface of our conscious awareness and actually affect what then is allowed to enter into our awareness. I had the opportunity as a child growing up to go to a variety of churches because my father was in the service, and my mother always said, wherever we live, you're going to go to a church nearby. Wow, what an experience. I got to experience all kinds of religious beliefs. And when I was in their church, I was caused to realize that was the law. That was the rule of that church. Sometimes I came away with a really sore throat, and that was from gagging. But it gave me a broadened perspective of how dysfunctional Christianity is. That it didn't matter which church you went to, the rules were still basically dysfunctional because they did not take into account attending realities that were simply put aside or taken as something to overcome. But yet, I still purposefully chose a scripture for today's lecture. As you believe, so is it unto you. Now stop and think about it. The truth of the matter is universal. As we do believe, so is it unto us. And that's because that happens to be the set of vibrations that we are generating and we're actually sending out from us, and unwittingly or consciously attracting to us a match so that we can experience what we believe to be. Now, sometimes we have these seed experiences, and I often encounter seed experiences in counseling because people will come to me and say, I really had this bad experience, and it just keeps repeating in my life over and over and over again. failing to realize that because the person is staying stuck with that belief, that's what they are creating for themselves, that repeatedly reappears, over and over and over again. It seems like from this that's it. There's just no way out of this. You're stuck. But, you see, beliefs are things that you have that are not you. You have them. It's like you have a shirt. You have a pair of shoes. You have glasses. These are things that you have. Beliefs are things. They are not you. You may have such a strong identification with your beliefs that you can't see the distinction. But let yourself start making a shift in your awareness. And one of the things that will help you to shift is when you come to the realization that the nature of reality is there is no absolute reality. All realities are generated by thought and belief. Let that settle in. Because this is your access to changing anything you want to, but you got to get clear on what you want so that you can then work toward making that change. Let's say you really want to be happy. And you're not very happy right now. Look and see, what beliefs do I have that I keep going back to again and again that support my unhappiness? Look at those beliefs and then begin to let them go. Dismiss them. In yourself, choose not to dwell upon them. That's part of the victory right there. But the rest of it is then bringing in and creating from your capacity to think, your capacity to feel, and bring these two powers together so that you create new beliefs that support your being happy. See, if you don't give yourself a chance to believe that happiness is your right, then you're just staying stuck in the reality that you have grown to believe is the only reality you can have. I, in myself, with you right now, feel with many of you an excited and an enthusiastic response because you're discovering this to be the truth for you. You've gone through believing that there was no exit from this to a developing realization that I am the one who can and does create whatever beliefs are operative in my life. And you have done it to such an extent and with such presence and persistence that you have changed your basic belief structure, and consequently you're generating this, and the generation of it is sending out these vibrations into the atmosphere and attracting to you opportunities and circumstances to show you, see the power you have, see what you can do, see who you are. Instead of believing that you could not do it, you're starting to realize, I can do it. The more you do it, the more you enforce that. The more you reinforce your capacity to actually create a new belief system upon which you then establish your life. Does it happen overnight? No way in hell. Does it happen overnight? Sure. Some night. And over that night, into the next day, and over that day, into the next night. It is with repetitive action that you get the change to take place. Now, please, don't think that this is something unusual. You got stuck in that belief you're in that's low by repetitive action. Repetitive action is just a process by which anything and all things occur. Even if you have a spontaneous eruption of revelation, that's just to get you going. That's like having a seed experience in a positive way. And you see, this is the thing that most people in bringing belief, the subject of belief, to the fore, they focus on what's wrong with it, why it doesn't work. What's negative about it? Failing to realize we're talking about the same process here. It's the same process. Which direction do you want to go? Go in a positive direction. You'll find positive results. Hey, it's taken me 72 years to get to this realization. It did not happen overnight. I wasn't this way for 71 years and some odd days and then last night. But look and see now. We're talking about the nature of life and the opportunity that life affords us. Life affords us the opportunity to change and to change our beliefs. When you stop and think about it, we are always giving thought to something, whether we're conscious or unconscious in the giving of it. If we want to, we can become very conscious and very specific in generating certain thoughts, cranking up the feeling to match it. That then is the creation of a new belief. And this new belief, if you have it positive and for you, you're going to find will benefit you in just those ways. An aside that I want to bring in here that is or is not an aside. But to me it's so relevant and so important I am going to bring it forward. Okay, we're looking now at how we are creatures of belief. And it is according to what we believe that determines the reality of our lives. But we're the ones who create the belief to begin with. Can you shift the word belief and insert the word truth? Can you see that we're actually talking about our own personal truth about ourselves and about life? Because it is by what we believe that we assert our truth. Which I just bring to your attention with the encouragement and the hope that you'll be able to see the flexibility of truth itself. There's only one absolute truth that I know of, and that is the one that is all. Everything else is there to serve you for wherever you are in your current level of awareness. If you find in yourself that you're tiring of your life experience, it is a revelation you're giving to yourself that you're ready to move on from the reality that you have created and give yourself the encouragement to recreate yourself so that you recreate a new reality for you that then begins to be substantiated and sustained by your new developing beliefs that are in reality your recognition of the truth that is there for you to experience. Okay. So all of that is just to simply bring a phrase, a statement that was supposedly said by Jesus the Christ. That as you believe, so is it unto you. Pretty profound statement that, of course, has been ripped apart, interpreted, reinterpreted, dissected, missed, and all the other gamut of our revealing to ourselves how little or how much we are willing to look again into that reflection that's showing itself back to us, what we see ourselves to be. Thank you. For more information about the Metaphysical Church of Enlightenment or the Rodin Foundation, please go to our website at www.rodin.org. If you have been inspired by the revelations shared in these podcasts, please donate to the Rodin Foundation's ongoing efforts to help others help themselves at www.rodin.org/donate.